back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a nice pump today, lower than expected inflation data is always nice. Nice to get a little pumpy pump, Nice little pumpy pump on all these dumpy dumps we've been getting. They're fucking killing me out here. Yeah, Bitcoin broke above 84,000 today. Now it's kind of retracing a little bit, still holding 80, healthy 83. ETH, still struggling, down 14% on the week, almost, Jesus, slaughterhouse out here. We need Ethereum to break out so these alts can go off. Now, let's look at this data that came out. Let's see here, Friday. Producer price index. Whoa, what the fuck just happened? Whoa. Did it really delete it? Yeah, no. Sorry, hold un momento. Here we go. Producer price index came in. They were expecting 0.2, and it came in at negative 0.4. Bullish. Bullish as fuck, and bullish as fuck, and bullish as fuck. Well, yeah. Pretty much everything came in lower than expected, even core PPPI. So get your PPs ready, because we're about to get them wet, boys. We're about to get wet. No, let me stop. Let me just read some news articles I saw. Guys, usually when this consumer sentiment is real low, inflation ticks down. Here we go. Tariffs angst sinks U.S. consumer sentiment, boosts inflation expectations. Consumer sentiment plunges to near 3-year low in April. 12-month inflation expectations highest since 1981. Producer price index falls 0.4% in March. Goods, mostly gasoline, account for 70% of the decline in PPI. Producer price increases 2.7 year on year. Okay, so not even going to get into that. Like I said, when the consumer sentiment's low, people are spending less money, people are fearful, they don't want to invest, they don't want to buy shit, they just kind of stay in cash, and that creates an environment where there's less money being circulated. And that in itself brings inflation down. Okay, so let's take a look at the CME FedWatch tool. Let's take a look at it. I don't know why, but apparently it ticked down from like 30% to 21% for any chance of ease in the next May meeting. But have no fear, gentlemen, because let's look at the June one. Now it's 74%. 74%. Now let's look at July. 100% chance. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, 100% chance of rate cuts. That means 100% chance of us seeing nothing but green dildos on a chart for months, At least until this trade war shit. Well, I'm pretty sure by then the trade war thing will be figured out. That's just my personal opinion. Let's check out some of these altcoins. Let's see here. ArtBlock wanting to break back above 60 cents. LCX back to 14. Alchemy Pay above 2 cents again. All these altcoins are doing very well today. Let's see here. There's a couple in the red. Hoppy's in the red. I actually just bought a little bit more Hoppy, Bullish as fuck on Hoppy. I usually buy things in the red. I don't chase these green candles, guys. I don't chase the green dildos. I chase the red dildos. Now, let me read some bullish things for you guys because not everything is bearish, Bitcoin sellers tap out, clearing the path for a fresh run at new all-time highs. There he is, Bitcoin guy holding the laptop, looking bullish. Let's go. Let's see. I really want to see it back above 81.5K soon, and we may see a bit more sustained upside as shorts get squeezed. BTC needs to stay above red until the weekly candle close for the price to reclaim this weekly level as support. I agree. We need to close this week above like 80,000 in my opinion. I feel like 80,000 is that psychological level. Every 10,000 or so is different psychological for investors. Some guys are sitting on the sidelines. Maybe I'll wait till it gets under 80K. Oh no, I'll wait till it buy. I'll wait till it's above 80. You know, people out here have weird ass mentalities. You know, so 80K is definitely a psychological level. Not even saying that from a TA perspective, but just a psychological perspective. Let's see. This suggests a form of near-term seller exhaustion may be starting to develop within this price range. Losses are beginning to saturate. Where is this around? Right around where we are right now. Okay, so yeah. Sorry I didn't have, I'm not going to read all that stuff because I don't want to bore you guys to death. Bitcoin price preparing for up-only mode as U.S. bonds suffer worst sell-off since 2019. Let's fucking go. Bullish. Loss of confidence in U.S. policy boosts Bitcoin's upside prospects. On April 11th, the benchmark U.S. 10-year Treasury yield surged above 4.59%, its highest level in 2 months. $29 U.S. Treasury market has dropped more than 2% this week, its steepest decline since September 2019, when a liquidity crunch in the repo market forced the Fed to intervene. U.S. Donald Trump's unpredictable tariff announcements and reversals have fueled the chaos. After threatening sweeping levies on global trading partners, Trump walked back many of the measures within days for certain countries, except China. China. The U.S. dollar, hold on. Except China. Alright, anyways. The U.S. dollar added to the pressure, with its strength against a basket of top foreign currencies as tracked by the U.S. dollar index, dropping below the 100 mark for the first time since 2022. Guys, when you see the U.S. dollar drop, risk-on assets do extremely well. Risk-on assets, pretty much everything does well against the dollar. When the dollar's pumping, things aren't doing well. That's just something I've noticed. The further notched its worst weekly decline in over 2 years. In contrast, Bitcoin rose by over 4.5% amid the U.S. bond market rout, reaching around $83,250 on hopes that the weakening macroeconomic conditions will push U.S. policymakers to act. It's on like Donkey Kong. Let's go. It's on like fucking Donkey Kong. We will keep getting more policy responses this weekend if this keeps up. We're about to enter up-only mode for BTC. Alright, let me keep going on this. Furthermore, bond traders are now pricing in at least 3 rate cuts from the Federal Reserve by the end of the year, with a fourth becoming increasingly likely. Rate cuts have historically been bullish for Bitcoin. Like I told you guys, let's go back to the, where's the CME Fed Watch? You guys need to look at this thing, because it's well, bearish as fuck on this computer, bro. You know what, just fuck it. I don't even want to make my shit freeze. I think everything's freezing up on me now. Wow. Yeah, the only thing loading is the economic calendar now. What the fuck is going on? I don't know, guys. I guess I'm going to wrap this video up. I just want to do a quick update because... Okay, here we go. Never mind. Just kidding. Bitcoin eyes parabolic bull run due to weaker dollar. Historically, sharp drops in the U.S. dollar index have preceded delayed but powerful Bitcoin bull runs, according to crypto analyst Ventura founder. A falling DXY has simply been a strong bullish signal for Bitcoin. Yes, in fact it has. I just said something about that. Okay, so he added that if the DXY continues to slide down toward the 90 level, it could replicate conditions that led to the parabolic BTC rallies during the final stages of the previous bull markets, each lasting up to a year. Additionally, Bollinger Band's creator John Bollinger offered a bullish outlook for Bitcoin, noting that the cryptocurrency is forming a familiar bottom at 80,000. Alright, so that's all I got for you right now, just on the macro stuff. There's a couple altcoins I've been keeping a close eye on. I'm going to make some videos about those. I have like so many altcoins in my portfolio, but some of the ones that I know a lot more and keep up with, I will be updating them. And guys, if you guys have any altcoins that you want me to check out, drop a comment, and I will be glad to look into that for you. If you guys are getting any value, please like and subscribe. With that being said, stay fucking bullish. Print those fucking gains. Hold down the 4, gentlemen.